Well, coming back to this developing story for the latest on the story regarding the ANC Secretary General Ace Magashule facing arrest, we are joined via Skype now by ANC National spokesperson Pule Mabe. Mr. Mabe, good morning and thanks for speaking to us on Morning Live.
Good morning, Sakina.
Mr. Mabe, it's been quite a busy evening with these reports coming through, denials and then actual admissions that there may be imminent arrest. So are you any clearer at this stage as the ANC whether there is a warrant of arrest out for the Secretary General of the party?
Sakina, there has been, and we did speak to the SABC even yesterday to confirm that there has been a rumors of an imminent arrest of the Secretary General of the African National Congress. What the SG has since done was he has instructed his legal team to write to the National Prosecuting Authority to ascertain whether there is any factual basis on this. After which the African National Congress, having understood all of the facts associated with this, will be able to comment fully after having established such.
So would that mean that the ANC right now is no clearer as to whether there actually is a warrant of arrest out for the Secretary General?
Well, the ANC confirmed yesterday that there are these rumors, and that these rumors would have to be clarified with the relevant authorities, an action that is being undertaken by our Secretary General, so that we are able to then comment from a factual base.
Well, given what is happening, and you have the ANC Youth League in the Free State issuing a statement last night saying that they believe that what is happening now is yet again a case of deja vu where state institutions are being used to settle political scores. What's the ANC's view on that?
Well, the African National Congress has always maintained that it has got sufficient platforms within structures of organization for the leagues to be able to engage and echo their own views. The ANC Youth League participate in an ex officio capacity in all meetings of the ANC. These accord them that space to be able to deposit their views.
So with regard to these latest developments, we have seen some high-profile arrests. We know that there was an NEC meeting. But with regard to what is currently happening, one of the top 6 officials of the party now facing a potential imminent arrest. Will the ANC be convening an urgent meeting of its top structure?
Well, Sakina, like I have said, at this stage, without any factual base of such, it would be difficult for the party to enter that space fully in that way. So it is important that RSG is taking the kind of responsible action that he is taking so that these rumors could either be refuted or be understood as facts, so that the party he leads, when it enters that space to comment, it does so from a factual base.
Have you engaged Mr. Magashule personally, Mr. Pule, because he is on record as saying that he believes that the arrest will be coming, that it is imminent. Have you spoken to him at all?
Of course, I've spoken to the Secretary General. Hence, I know the kind of actions that he is undertaking to be able to establish the factual basis of this. So all the time, when we come out to make commentary on any other issue of the African National Congress, we will have, of course, spoken to the SG. We do it all the time. So we are aware of the actions that the SG himself is taking to be able to establish the facts behind this. And once that has been done, the ANC would be able to comment fully with that kind of a clear understanding.
But has he said to you, as he has said to the media in certain instances, that he is aware and that he knows that a warrant has been issued?
Well, the SG has confirmed his awareness of a rumor around this imminent arrest. hence he is taking the actions that he's taking. If you read the article of the Independent, it does indicate that, no, I'm aware, effectively referring to a rumor doing rounds about an imminent arrest.
He says that it is coming. So he obviously is aware of more than just a rumor if he himself says that he believes that this action is about to unfold.
Well, we have engaged with the SG. He has given us this understanding. Should we become aware of new facts around this, we will be able to communicate to the South African public and our structures.
Just with regard to a few other matters, yesterday the former eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede, of course, appearing before the Integrity Commission in KwaZulu-Natal and bringing a legal representative along to that particular engagement. What is the latest from there and the ANC's view on party members taking these hardline stances against the Commission?
Well, that is an issue that the provincial structure of the African National Congress is seized with. We will give them that space to attend to the issue. If there is anything that they need to bring up to the national office of the ANC so that we can have a better understanding of those proceedings, only then will we be able to comment. Otherwise, we might be taking all other stands without understanding the facts associated with the actions that are being undertaken by the province to invite members to its Provincial Integrity Commission.
And with regard to the Gauteng PPE tender scandal, that report, of course, has been out, but seemingly still being deliberated upon. What is going on there, Mr. Mabe? What's the latest development in that regard?
Of course, Sakina, this, like the issue of KwaZulu-Natal, it's matters that are being dealt by our provincial structures. Ordinarily, we at head office do not enter a space in terms of running commentary when our provincial structures are dealing with matters. They do deliver their own reports at meetings of our National Executive Committee, especially to allow us to understand some of those issues that might have been placed out in the public, so that we too begin to appreciate actions that our provincial structures have undertaken. In this instance, the province of Gauteng is seized with the issue of the PPE tenders. The PEC has been deliberating on that. It is only fair that they are given the space to reflect and deal with all of this. And at the appropriate time, when they give us their report, we will be able to then come out having understood the actions and steps that our structure shall have taken.
And Mr. Mabe, as we round this up, of course, we have seen at the State Capture Commission of Inquiry and heard several senior ANC politicians testifying before that commission and not painting a very good picture of the party's members and some of the implicated, the issues in which they have been implicated. What is the ANC's stance on this particular matter, that the party has been brought into disrepute on many occasions before that commission?
Well, Sakina, should the party be required or be invited to the commission to reflect on its stance, the party will, of course, at that point and at that time, do exactly that. What the ANC has always maintained throughout time was that when its members are so invited to appear before the commission, they must do so that they are accorded an opportunity to reflect on their understanding of whatever issues that could be raised at the Commission on State Capture.
But of course, the party doesn't need to be invited to the commission in order to reflect. One would imagine that the party, given the seriousness of the allegations that are being ventilated before that commission, that the party would, of its own accord, reflect on what is being said there. Let me just ask a question. Given what we've heard at the State Capture Commission of Inquiry, Mr. Mabe, has the ANC gone back and looked at its book to see whether it has in fact received donations from the likes of Edwin Sodi and others who've been implicated at the Commission of Inquiry?
Well, Sakina, we've already clarified the issue of donations. That issue has actually been asked to us by one of the Sunday papers, where we did agree and acknowledge that there were donations received, amongst others, from Edwin Sodi, who happened to be on our database of those that were donating to the movement. The ANC has got something called PBF, which is the Progressive Business Forum. An array of different business persons do affiliate to that PBF. They participate in our own fundraising gala dinners and all of that, and in kind do make those donations. We did acknowledge having received such. The Treasurer General of the former Treasurer General of the ANC and the now sitting TG of the African National Congress have reflected on such matters, and where we had facts, we've been able to share such with the South African public.
So the perception, and this is a perception that exists, that these are in fact kickbacks to the party from business people who have been awarded tenders in various instances by various entities and municipalities. Is the party concerned about that? The fact that you are seen to be receiving kickbacks from people who are implicated and negatively implicated in various instances?
Well, I can tell you now that the African National Congress will never receive a kickback, does not preside on any state procurement processes, whether in a municipality, a province, or at a national level. When all the donations were made by all the different business people that would have donated to the ANC, I do not think, or there was no any iota of evidence that suggested that they were implicated in any form of wrongdoing. So the ANC is paying attention on all of these cases that are before the courts and will be able to reflect on its own positions when these matters are concluded by law enforcement agencies.
And just a final matter, once these matters are concluded and we have seen these arrests taking place, and the Black Hat Consulting matter is a case in point of a developing story, will the ANC pay back the money that they have received from these donations?
Well, the ANC doesn't believe that at this stage there has been any form of erroneous conduct on its part. Hence, it is paying attention on the work that law enforcement agencies are doing, and the ANC wouldn't want to take a preemptive stand at this point. When all of these matters are concluded, having been reflected upon, the ANC will be able to enter at that stage.
The question is a moral one. These are if it is proven that these are ill-gotten gains, will the ANC pay back the money?
You see, Sakina, we wouldn't even want to enter an if space when matters are before the courts. I do accept that you are saying this is a moral question. That is accepted. But all of us, the media, ourselves in political organizations, must allow law enforcement agencies to do their work without necessarily passing judgment or arriving at conclusions of what those cases would be. Because when people are standing trial, they will be able to share all form of evidence in that process. And this will be able to educate all of us to understand what would have really transpired. What I can assure you is that in conducting its own fundraising activities, the ANC believes that those that donate to it do so in kind. No one would ever be put under pressure to give money or donate monies to the African National Congress. Hence, our own fundraising activities are open even to the public. You'd know, Sakina, every time when we host our annual January 8 event, such events are accompanied by fundraising activities where businesses come, purchase tables, or participate in numerous other activities to help the organization. The reality is that the ANC is not for profit making organization, depends largely on donations to be able to run its own activities. That's why even when there are issues, whether it's about the payment of our own staff, we take the necessary responsible steps to brief our members or those that work for the ANC on when they will be receiving their own payments. We do all of this because we too tend to face the very other challenges that all other organizations that depend on fundraising do face.
Have you paid your staff their last month's salary?
Well, I've already received my salary, Sakina. Already on the 2nd of October, each one of our staff members had been paid. There was just a delay of fewer than 48 hours.
Mr. Mabe, let's leave it there. Thank you so much for your time. ANC spokesperson Pule Mabe on the latest developments, matters relating to the African National Congress, and of course, talk of an imminent arrest of the ANC Secretary General Ace Magashule. And as you heard there, not really, neither confirming nor really denying that there is an imminent arrest. And we will continue to try and get you the facts around this morning here on Morning Live. We'll try and get the Hawks, we'll try and get the NPA, we'll try and get whoever we can to bring you the facts related to this particular matter. All right, let's take a look at those market indicators now.